Hello guys, and welcome to part 2 of the most stunning, beautiful and impressive games on the Quest platform. There was such a great response from part 1 that I couldn't wait to dive in again and create a part 2 and bring together many of your suggestions. And to be clear, being one of the most impressive and beautiful games doesn't mean that it's one of the best games available, because good graphics does not a good game make, but it definitely helps, and many of the games on this list are actually fantastic. So I hope you enjoy this one, and please comment down below any games you think deserve a spot on this list. So let's get started. So starting off with a jaw-dropping game, visually stunning, Puzzling Places is a 3D VR jigsaw puzzle that elevates the experience by providing puzzles with the power of VR, allowing you to move around your puzzle in 60OF. You also have the ability to change how many pieces you want to play with up to 400, and the models that you build, the puzzles that you do, are gorgeous. They are photorealistic items of history or landmarks around the world, which is stunning in VR. The icing on the cake though is the environment that you build and you model. You can then place yourself inside it and look and listen to the world that you've just created. It's a very zen experience, and it's recently just had a DLC release, so there's plenty of content to try. And I know people snarl at puzzlers, but there's a reason this nearly has a full 5-star rating on the Oculus Store. It's brilliant. This is a game that's gone from rags to riches with tons of updates since its release, and I just love it now because, not only because it's got a Steve Nose skin, it also has a creepy atmosphere and is one of the best burn-out experiences on the Quest. This is a roguelike where you have to save the realms as heaven and hell fall into chaos, so you will be able to fight against some demons. On the Quest 2 there is no fixed foveated rendering, so you'll have a much clearer peripheral view for crisper visuals, and the game also has updated shaders and uses LOD or LOD and mid maps for high quality textures. The entire map is loaded at once on the Quest 2 as well, so you're able to have an impressive draw distance as you try and figure out where you need to go next, and it even has haptic support for the ultimate immersive experience. What is not to love here? Next is Ven, a VR platformer adventure game where you'll enjoy God views as you assist and control Ven. This game is one of the first on Quest to enable dynamic shadows into a title on the Quest, and many of you may know already, lighting is everything when it comes to visuals. Well, not literally everything, but it makes a huge difference, especially as you are a part spectator and participant in this world. So you're watching the world unfold before you. I like to call this the Crash Bandicoot of VR, as it follows a very similar recipe. Ven is a mix of technological advancement, magic, and rurally stunning environments. It's a fun mix and a fun title. It needs more love. It's no surprise to many of you that I am a retro gamer. I love the oldies when it was a simple time. It was just good old classic fun with a badass story. So I do appreciate Dr. Beef's work. This game, Doom 3, is impressive and stunning, especially with the HD texture pack. So you can enjoy the entirety of Doom 3 in 6 degrees of freedom with motion controller support natively on the Quest headset. So please check out the channel if you want to find out how to do this. I do have a dedicated video on it. So in this game, you'll be trying to figure out what's going on in Mars as your colleagues become demonic and the world falls into hell because someone thought, let's open this portal to hell. But have no fear, you'll be kicking ass, but not without a few scares along the way and intense action. This game is very crisp and incredibly smooth. It's a great port and 100% one of the best Quest games available, along with Half-Life and Doom in VR. Walkabout Mini Golf, the name says it all, it's all about mini golfing. This title is loved, and has an incredible amount of developer support as updates and new DLC are always being dropped. It's one of those games where you think, mini golf, okay, but then you're in and you're going to enjoy some of the most beautiful visuals. Granted, it's a very simple animated art style, but it's done so well and has such fun, wacky designs that can be so bright and playful and will just put a smile on your face and forget about your troubles. Have you missed a mortgage payment? Don't worry. Mini Golf has got your back. There is even an online mode for you to play this game with friends, and it has an insane amount of content. By default, it has 18 course holes and DLC. And again, the reviews of this game speak leaps and bounds. This game is brilliant. Unbinary, this is a new game, and although it's not the greatest and craziest title, it is stunning, and it's an impressive feat, as the entire game is 100% hand-painted using Quill. It's a very stylized approach to animation which has paid off. It was so very crisp and bright when running natively on the Quest 2. It was like a PCVR title on a standalone device. In the game, you have these masks which offer different interactions with the robots and the world, and you have to use this to make your way through, find some cubes whilst being harassed or narrated. I can't tell which one it is. Either way, it's the AI that is assisting you, packed with some crazy humor. So there are two franchises in my life which will steal my life savings and I won't be able to stop it from happening. That is Final Fantasy and Resident Evil. So when I heard Resident Evil 4 was coming to VR, it was a good day. Resident Evil 4 was built from the ground up for the Oculus Quest 2 platform. It is an exclusive, albeit there are some questionable design choices with the third-person action scenes, but it could be down to legacy code for all I know. This game is so buttery and crisp it should be illegal. It's a very beautiful experience, from the number of enemies you can have on screen fighting at once, the stunning crisp visuals of the environment you're in, the action sequences. It's a must-play on this system for me. And if you played through the original game, this is much easier than before because the modernization has removed those clunky controls, and movement is so quick and smooth now. Go slay. Dark Room VR. This one is a puzzler that blurs the lines between reality and the spiritual realm. As you play a detective analysing a museum where an Egyptologist, I can't believe I said that first time, has gone missing. This was such a surprise. This game has full marks with an insane amount of reviews. I could end it there because this game is a puzzler and it has amazing ratings, but it's the story. It has a story-driven narrative that is brilliant. It's a stunning game with beautiful effects that occur when you start unraveling the mystery as you become more and more questionable about reality. It has very engaging puzzles, lovely reflections, the world is very shiny, and it's abundant to make it feel like you're actually immersed in this creepy museum. This is a brilliant game. If you haven't played it, I can't recommend it enough. One of my favourite Quest games though is Swarm. I wanted to include this. It was a passing mention in part 1, but I love this game so much. It has a cel-shaded art style that lends itself so well to the Quest platform. It's really impressive due to it having, hands down, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, the best swinging mechanic in any game I've played before or since. They need to license and make a Spider-Man game. Sony, these guys, take note. So the game is very arcade-like. You will battle out in stages and end on a boss fight for each level. You'll swing around an arena shooting enemies and avoiding attacks. But it's easy to learn, but so hard to master. But once you've nailed it, it's some of the best fun available on Quest. The devs are even working on a multiplayer mode for the game, so please stay tuned on that one. I love Swarm. So that's it for today. That's part 2, the list of the most stunning and impressive games on the Oculus Quest 2. Please comment some games down below that you believe deserve a spot on this list, and I'll see about including them next time in part 3. Part 1 I'll link down below in the description as well, so you can check out some beautifully stunning games. They are photorealistic marvels. Also, please consider subscribing to the channel. We're on the road to 100k, so thank you so much, and have a great week. Happy gaming, guys. Good day.